A healthcare pioneer is being compared to visionaries like Bill Gates and Steve Jobs.
I'd like to welcome Elizabeth Holmes.
The real treat, the incredible Elizabeth Holmes.
You founded this company 12 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Tell them how old you were.
I was 19.
But as whistleblowers would expose, the Elizabeth Holmes revolution turned out to be an extraordinary fraud.
Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes has now officially been indicted on federal wire fraud charges.
The Theranos founder was found guilty on 4 federal fraud charges for exaggerating her company's blood testing technology to investors.
She was compared to Steve Jobs, and now she's a convicted felon who is facing up to 20 years behind bars.
Welcome back to Unfiltered. The rise and fall of former biotech billionaire Elizabeth Holmes. It's a fascinating story. It captivated the nation. But how was she able to fool Silicon Valley investors and society's elites for as long as she did? Joining me now for perspective on this fascinating case is our panel, former family friend and neighbor Joseph Hughes, and host of The Next Revolution, Steve Hilton, who has some inside knowledge of the workings of Silicon Valley. Steve, I'll go to you first. Listen, these were smart people she fooled with this blood test technology, Steve. A lot of venture capitalists out there. But, you know, I saw some of your notes before this. Explain how the VCs work and why they need people like Holmes and want to believe in people like Holmes.
That's exactly right, Dan. It's not some kind of unexpected thing that they fall for the hype. The entire venture capital industry is built on hype and exaggeration. I know that from personal experience. I've been here now 10 years. I've been around pitching to these venture capital firms. I've actually worked for some of them. What they're looking for is that 1 in 100, 1 in 1,000 company that's going to be really huge. They get pitches all the time, 10 a day, hundreds every year. They're not checking to see whether the pitches that are put in front of them are any good or whether they make sense. They don't have the time. They're not even interested. What they care about is scale. All they care about is, if your plan works, is it going to be big enough that it'll make up for all the money we lose on all the pitches that we invest in that don't pan out? So they're not really checking. They want to believe the hype because they know that if one of those tiny number that actually succeed make it big, they'll make all their money back. So they don't properly check. They don't investigate. They want the hype to be real.